Hey everybody, this video I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone. One of them is, everybody keeps asking me, now, I just want you guys to know I'm sitting, it's about 30 degrees out here. I got the car running, got the heater turned down, but you might pick up on some of these noises. That's all it is. It's too damn cold to sit here without the heater running. But what I'm going to start with will lead into what I want to do the video about. But people I've gotten emails about my hat. I wear this hat because people, when you have a haircut like this, your head gets real cold during the winter. That's why I wear this hat. My wife hides it from me from time to time because she gets sick of it because I wear it everywhere I go. So she hides it from me and I forget about it. But I got videos of me wearing this hat that go way back, at least back 2015 when I started. I've had it a lot longer than that. But I told you that to tell you this story. And it's the story of the day I got my hat. Oh, buddy. I think it was about 15 years ago. But I got this hat, and it just made my day. I was walking around, my chest all puffed out. I thought I was somebody. Oh, wait a minute. I want to tell you another story first. You guys know I lived out in Arizona. I had some pretty muscular legs when I was younger. They were pretty big. I was pretty strong. But I was told, because I've told you people, I'm not a very tall person. But I'm less than 6 foot, let's put it like that. But these guys told me with my leg strength that I'd be good to ride for riding bulls. But I was never a bull rider, people. Make no mistake about that. They scared the hell out of me. But on this day that I got my hat, there was an old man lived down the road from me, had a ranch. He had this old bull out in his back. I think it was back 40 acres or something back there. But it was this old bull, and he told me one day, he called that old bull hoofprint. I said, hoofprint? Why in the hell would you call an old bull like that hoofprint? And he goes, well, I'll tell you. He goes, everybody that's ever tried to ride on that bull, he goes, that bull ain't no rodeo bull or nothing. He ain't never done anything but just run around this field out here or wherever I put him. He goes, he ain't no riding bull or nothing. He goes, but everybody that's ever tried to ride him always ended up with a hoof print on him. Because if he can get you on the ground, he's definitely going to step on you. Definitely going to step on you. Hey, I got this hat. I was feeling 10 foot tall and bulletproof. I looked at that old bull out there, and everybody kept kidding me about riding that thing. And I was a lot younger. My hat gave me the strength to do it. My dumb ass walked out there, walking up on that bull. He wasn't doing nothing. He really wouldn't mess with you until you tried to get on him. And let's just say I was thrown off of him. But I did one thing nobody else did. I didn't get stepped on. But my damn hat did. I don't know if you guys can see it right in here, but there's a hoof print. My damn hat got stepped on. Now, people, I tell you that story right there because I've been trying to tell you. All the time. All the time I tell you, don't believe anything this government is telling you. Anything anybody telling you, people. You need to go out here and research it and everything. People's asked me if I ride horses and stuff. No, I don't ride horses. If I get downwind from a horse, my eyes swell shut. I break out in hives. I can't breathe at all. I'm rushed to the hospital. If I take those damn allergy pills to keep that from happening, then I get on a horse and I won't fall asleep. I can't even, believe me, people, I am not any kind of a rancher of any kind. But this is why I tell you guys to question everything. I could easily leave that story just like I told you. But I want to try to show you. In that story is combined with truth, facts, and false information. And I'll tell you, the parts, this is what I mean by they can tell you something and get you to believe it just by adding some details or whatever. There was never no, I lived in Queen Creek, Arizona, and there were ranchers around there. Matter of fact, one of them was Earnhardt, not Dale's family or anybody. It was just the Earnhardt family. They had the same name, but they owned a bunch of car dealerships and stuff in Mason, Phoenix, and Tempe, and probably Tucson, and all over the place. They were pretty wealthy. But they had a big ranch out there, and they did have a big bull out there. And he scared the daylights out of me. Hell, there was 2 rows of fence between me and him, and about 40 yards, and that big old bull would stand on the other side of that fence and dig his hoof in the ground, just wishing he could just run me down. I never mess with no bulls, people. Never got on no bull. And I kept at least a fence or a tree or something between me and every bull I was ever around. Scared to death of them. Would put my butt on top of one of them to save anybody's life. The hat was never stepped on. That's just a design that's in the hat. I bought the hat part about buying it because my head's cold. Yeah, that is true. I like the way it's made, the color, the material it's made out of. That's true. But no, I'm not a cowboy. Never have been, never will be. Can't do it. And that's what the government does to you people. They tell you half truths, some facts, and then a lot of crap involved with it. A lot of crap, people. More crap than anything else. And I'm telling you this because our governor, now, he comes out, and he pulled this doggone mandate back out, demanding, and he's saying he's going to shut these restaurants and stuff down here this week sometime. So he's trying to convince everybody he don't want to hurt the little stores. He don't want to hurt the rest. He don't want to have to do this. So he's made another decision here. He's going to give us a curfew between 10 o'clock at night and I think it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. We are not allowed to leave our houses. He's doing this for us, people. He's doing this for the small business people that they've been trying to put out of business all year. He's doing this for you guys. He's doing this to protect you. And I kind of laugh my ass off, people, because his mask mandate and everything, he can't get the local police or the sheriff's departments or nobody to back that in the first place. How is he going to get them to back some curfew that they're not going to back that either, folks? They might do it up here in New York City where they've got that place locked down with a bunch of communist fools. But I don't believe they're going to do that around here. They're not going to mandate that. They're not going to even, you don't even have to worry about it. They're not even going to pull you over. So this clown's going to keep trying to play his games, this Governor DeWine. Now, from what I'm hearing on the news, it's only talking about, this is only happening in red or blue states, Democratic-controlled states. Is DeWine a Democrat? I'm not even for sure because I've never paid no attention to this clown. Is he a Democrat? I don't know if he is or not. I guess I'm going to have to call him one because They're saying most of the blue states ain't going along with this crap, but sure enough, Ohio is. Or he's trying to. I don't know, people. I hope y'all don't let it happen. Because all you have to do is stop paying attention to that clown. If nobody's paying attention to him, what good is he? And if you guys, you know, the cops and everything, don't question it because he's not doing right and you know it. We all know it. So there ain't even no reason to even let him have it, play his games. Go ahead, let him play his games. You don't have to deal with it. And you shouldn't. You shouldn't. But you guys also need to understand something here too. Now that they've got this so-called vaccine out here, and you police officers are the front lines, that you guys, your job is to go out here and be around the people. You know what they're going to say to you guys. You know what they're going to tell you. If you want your job, if you want to keep your job, we're going to need you to go down here and start taking these vaccine shots I think they're talking every 2 to 3 months. That's what they're talking about. And hell, they're even telling you on CNN and stuff, the doctors that have injected this stuff into other people tell you, oh yeah, you're going to get sick. You're going to get the flu. But it's over in a couple of days. It's over, and then you're done. And then you'll go through it again here in 2 or 3 more months. Because he said this shot's only good for a couple of months, 2 or 3 months, that's it. You may even get to take it home with you and keep it in your refrigerator. They said one of these vaccines, you have to keep it like 80 degrees below zero or something. And then this other one you can keep right in your freezer, they're saying. So I don't know if they're going to just send it home with you and let you pump it into yourself. I wouldn't doubt that, and half these people would do it. But they're going to force that on you cops, man. They're going to do it. They got to have people that's going to take this shot. They're not making, I think they said they're going to come up with 1 billion some doses of it this year, and then several more billions of doses of it next year. They're not going to make those shots and not make you take them. If you work for the government and you're a government agency, and for any government agency, you're going to have to take that shot. And you're going to have a record of it. And so are these doctors. They're going to have to do it. And the sad thing is, some of them know what's in it. Now, this one clown, he said, oh, I'll be the first one to take the shot. I'll show everybody. Yeah. You can't believe whatever he's getting, you're going to get. He's one of them. They'd give him a shot of water. Tell you he took the shot. Don't believe him, folks. Because just like my story, there was a lot of it that was true, and some of it was a barefaced lie. And that's what they're doing to you. That's what they're doing to you, folks. I mean, I'm going to tell you another little story. My wife's family, there's some of them that live up in the Rocky Mountains. I'm not going to say where, but it's up in the Rocky Mountains. And they are a bunch of ranchers out there. I mean, full 100%, these guys look like the Marlboro Man. 100%. Hardcore. Doesn't matter how cold it is, they're out there riding them horses. Now, we went up there on a vacation one time. And one of her family members, he always got up early, buddy. He got up early, got on his horse. He had a bunch of cows he had to tend to and shit every day. They'd have every 7 days a week. It was never, so he got up, and he didn't know nothing about me, really. So he saddled up 2 horses, one for him, one for me. And he got an easy one. He didn't know how good or if I could ride, so he got an easy riding horse. I think it was his kid's horse. And my wife we start, smelling breakfast, and so we end up. He comes down the hall and says, "Hey man, come on." I'm like, what? All right. So we get up, we go in there, and we eat and everything. And he says, "Come on, man, let's go. We got to go." I was like, "Why?" He goes, "You gonna go out there and watch what I do?" And this was pretty cold out too, people. I wasn't, but I walked out front. He had them 2 horses saddled up. And I was like, "Buddy, I can't get nowhere near that horse or you'll be rushing me to the hospital." He goes, "No kidding." I said, "Yeah, my eyes will swell shut. I won't be able to breathe." I said, "I can't ride him, man." And he said, "Hold on a minute." He took off walking over to his barn, opened up these 2 big doors on his barn. And next thing I hear is something firing up in there with a motor, fires this thing up. Here he comes out of that damn barn with this. It was a Toyota, but it looked just like a Jeep, an older Toyota, but it looked just like a Jeep. I thought it was a Jeep at first, but it was a Toyota. He pulled up in that thing. He said, "There, you got heat, everything, man. Get in there. You're going to follow me in this." So I did. I mean, that's what I'm saying, people. I am not a cowboy or a rancher or anything, but I know people that are. And you got to stop believing what they're telling you, folks. They're not telling you the truth. Nobody's even mentioned. Just look up the fact that it's carbon dioxide poisoning and the symptoms, and see how much that you wearing that mask. See what the symptoms are. They match right up to COVID, people. Match right up to it. Just like a lot of things that they do match right up to it. Oh, but what I was going to say, in that vaccine they got coming, if you're going to get the flu and you're going to have it for a couple of days, people, what do you think's in the vaccine? Obviously, the flu. That's one thing, because they're telling you you're going to get the flu. So, if you're already sickly and they're going to pump the flu into you, you could turn into pneumonia. So you better watch what you're doing and stop believing and start looking this stuff up, people. Another thing, if you didn't see it on my community thing, my community button, look up the movie trailer for Songbird. 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 Movie trailer. If that don't blow your mind, nothing will. And I'm telling you, I keep telling you, one of the rules that God put on Satan is he has to tell you what he's going to do before he does it. And if you don't think these movies and TV shows and stuff you think they can see into the future and guess shit? No. That's where the devil comes out and tells you what he's going to do before he does it. They do it through the TV, your phones, everything. It's a part of the brainwashing, people. And that's why I mean, when they tell you stuff, they have to mix so much bull crap in with their truth so that you can't see their truth. And that's what they're doing today. They're making you believe that governor has the power to shut down his state, ruin your lives, destroy your businesses, make you basically go bankrupt and lose everything you got at his whim. And that's what he's trying to do. His little cowardly ass is sitting up there in his ivory tower. And guess what, folks? His pay isn't going to fucking stop. His bribes that come in from whoever trying to get him to vote one way or another, whoever it might be. Maybe it's a business that wants a loading zone, or maybe it's a business that needs more parking spaces, and whatever. Here, we'll donate some money to your favorite charity, Governor. and you do us a favor too. That's what politics is all about. Bureaucratic bullshit. Call it pork. They shove it in. They shove this kind of things in the middle of legislation like Obamacare. 25% of it had to do with health care. The rest of it had to do with taking control from the states and giving it to the federal government. Wonder why that is. And they called it Obamacare. They didn't call it destroy sovereignty rights of the states. They called it Obamacare. And nobody said anything. Nobody reads them anyway. You people ain't reading. You couldn't read it if you wanted to. They use legalese. You couldn't understand it. And the only way you could understand it is if you had a code book that whatever code definitions they're using in that legislation. Because nobody can read it without that book. And they all have different books and different definitions. Hell, just syllable to syllable means something in legalese. You don't even have to say the whole word, just a part of a word. And it means something in legalese. People, they're using your language and everything against you, folks. They're doing it just like muscular dystrophy. It was called polio until they came up with the vaccine. Well, they couldn't have anybody coming up with polio no more, so they changed it and called it muscular dystrophy. Plain and simple. But they still sold millions, if not billions of dollars worth of dosage of whatever contraption they called the vaccine. Polio shot. And most of the people that ever got polio got it from a needle. That's just the same way with these viruses that they call viruses. The only way you're going to get that is if you let them stick a needle in you. As long as you don't do that, you ain't going to have their crap. But you people won't look into this. Anyway, people, may God bless us all. We're going to need it. And if you don't have Jesus in your heart, you better get him there. I'll help pray for you, but you got to put him there. I can't put him there. Good day, folks.